Hello YouTube makeup lovers. So I am here with my February favorites video. I cannot believe that we are already in the month of March. The first 2 months of 2016 have flown by. But as always, I tried out amazing products throughout the month of February and I'm very excited to share them with you guys today. So we better get started with my February favorite. So the very first product I have to share with you guys is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. I use the shade W3. I love this foundation. I even think that I have loved this one more than I did the Lancome one, which I also really liked. But I feel like this one, I just have been using a lot more. I have really been enjoying it. I don't use it with the little sponge that it came with. I don't even know where I left that thing, but I have been using it with a brush, which I will show you guys next because it is definitely a brush in my February favorites. And I pretty much just dip the brush into the cushion and just put it on my face. You don't have to pour the foundation or squirt it out onto your hand or anything like that. It is just so fast. So this is pretty much what I have been using every day to go to work. The only con about this foundation, I would have to say, is the amount. It brings 0.51 fluid ounces. And that's about half of what a normal foundation brings. Usually a foundation that comes in a bottle will normally be about 1 ounce. So it is half the product that you would get in a liquid foundation. And I already feel that I am running out of this foundation and that pretty soon it'll be time for me to buy a new one. And I really haven't even had it for that long. So that I think is the only con with these cushion foundations, is that there's very little product, but I still love it. The same thing happened to me with the Lancome one, that I pretty much used it so fast because it's 0.51 ounces. That's like, you know, it's half of what you get in any normal foundation bottles. So I wish that they would make it, I don't know, maybe a little bit bigger or be able to fit that 1 ounce, maybe a bigger sponge. I don't know how they could do it, but that is the only con that I find. But other than that, I think it's amazing. You can buy it at the drugstore. It is just so fast, so easy to use. It's definitely something that I would take on a trip with me. And I mean, it is just great. It's so fast for every single day. I just love it. I did do a first impression with this. It was kind of like a little get ready with me video. So I'm gonna link that one down below in case you wanna see how I use this Lumi True Match Lumi Cushion Foundation. My next favorite is the Makeup Forever, the Ultra HD Concealer, and I got two. This one is in the shade R30. This is the one that I like to use for under my eyes because it's a little bit more pinky toned. And then I also got the Y31. This one is a little bit more yellow toned. I do use this to cover up, you know, any blemishes on my face, and I've even used it for highlighting a little bit at my face, and it works really great. I'm really enjoying it. A little bit goes a long way. It covers amazing. It leaves your skin looking flawless. I am very careful with blending it. I think if you use too much of this product, you can get very creasy under the eyes. And I've just really been enjoying it though. The applicator is wonderful. It keeps it nice and sanitary because, you know, it's kind of like a little squishy tube. The hole is very tiny and I like it because it's not gonna get, you know, dirty inside or germs or things like that. I do have to say though that I still like the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer better, even though I love this one, but I really love this one. And even though the packaging for this one is just more sanitary than the Naked Skin one, I still do prefer this packaging with the little wand. And I like how this one is very flat and it just glides on real nicely. Whereas with the Makeup Forever, I actually like to put a little bit on my hand and then from there is where I get it to apply it. So this one I just apply it a lot more easily than with this one. But I do have to say that the pros of the Makeup Forever is that it brings more product. Unfortunately, this Naked Skin Concealer only brings 0.16 ounces of the concealer, whereas the Makeup Forever brings 0.23, and I think the Makeup Forever is even $1 less than this one. If I'm not mistaken, the Urban Decay is 28 and the Makeup Forever is 27. So this is a really great product. It has a good amount of product in there, so you're not gonna run out of it. Like I run out of my Naked Skin Concealer so fast. I have to repurchase that so much. So at the end of the day, you end up spending a lot more money, whereas this one has a lot more product and it's almost the same price. It's even $1 less. But great concealer. I highly recommend it. I'm so happy that all these companies are coming up with these amazing concealers, because I used to always buy the Clé de Peau that was so expensive, and that's an amazing concealer. But now I'm glad that I have more affordable alternatives. Even though they're not cheap, they're still expensive concealers, but these are just great options for concealers. I mean, these are the two concealers that I have been using right now all the time. From Morphe, I have two brushes that I have really been loving, and they're from the Elite collection. The very first one is the E52 brush, and this is what it looks like. It's kind of tapered a little bit, because you see the tapered here, and it is pointed. So I have just really been loving it, because I think it's such a different and original brush. I have been using this brush for applying my bronzer. It's very soft, so I think this brush works really great for powder products. I also have used it to apply just like my regular powder on my face, like my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, but the one product that I like it the most for is definitely bronzer. So really enjoying this brush from the Elite collection. And I've also been enjoying the E42. This is a nice big poofy angled brush. Look at what it looks like in the front. It's pretty big. It's very soft. This is also one that I have been using with powder products, and this one I have been using with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, or with any powder. I've even applied my Cocoa Powder foundation with this brush, which is a powder foundation, just because I think it works great. I don't know if I would use this one with a liquid foundation. It's just too soft, and it has a lot of give, and I just think that these two will work better with powder than with liquid. Although this one, I think I can definitely get away with using it for liquid, but just like I said, bronzer, I have been loving them. Great brushes. I have been trying a lot of these Elite brushes from that collection. I've really been enjoying it. So I will be doing a video on Morphe on the brushes, but I do want to wait a little bit longer, just because I'm still using a lot of the brushes, and I want to be thorough and really use the brushes before I actually review them. But these two, definitely loving. From Anastasia, I'm loving the brow definer. This has been amazing. I got the shade Blonde, and this is what it looks like. It's angled, and it just works really great for my brows. It works so fast. I can just do them really fast. Really been enjoying them. I can't say that I love it more than the Brow Wiz. I still love the Brow Wiz. I really do love both, and I've just been using this one this past month, and the Brow Wiz I've been using already for like months. I think it's already been over a year since I found that product, but Anastasia is just the best for your brows, and this product is no different. It is amazing. Really been enjoying it. Definitely a February favorite, and a product that I'll be using for very long. I had bought this little trio from Ulta. It's called the Bare Minerals Polished Pink Mini Marvelous Moxie Trio. It was $15, and I thought it was a really cute deal, and even really cute for a little gift, just because I wanted to try some of the pinks in here. There's a pink and a nude that were calling out my name, so I bought it to try it, and I absolutely loved them. Now I want to buy the full size, but I am gonna wait until, you know, I use these up. But the two that I love the most, the two colors are the Moxie lipstick in the shade Speak Your Mind, and it is a really pretty nude color. It's like a nudie pink. I'm gonna show you swatches now. And then the other one that I love, and this is the one that I actually love the most, is this like very pinky shade. It's kind of like a pink with a little bit of a lavender tone, and this one is called Fly High. Both of these are just amazing colors. Here are the swatches of those two lipsticks. I just think they're so beautiful. This one is Fly High, and this one is Speak Your Mind. That Fly High is definitely my favorite of the three, but loving these two. Just for the sake of showing you the third one in that set, this one is not a part of my favorites, but I do want to show it to you guys because it is a beautiful color. The lipsticks glide on so nice and soft, and I've really been enjoying them. And this one is called Never Say Never. It is just a more fuchsia type color, and I don't really wear that type of colors all that much, but it did come in the set, so I figured I'll just show you all three of them. But these two I have really been loving, and I think they're just great lipsticks. The Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick is another one of my favorite lip products this past month. This is the shade Lovesick, and it is just such a beautiful color. Look at that, it has great color payoff. I'm really not that big on the liquid lipsticks because a lot of them kind of feel uncomfortable, but this one definitely feels very comfortable on me. I like how I don't feel that my lips feel so dry. I can still put just a tad of lip balm under it, not too much like I would normally. You have to be very careful because if not, it's not gonna stick like a normal liquid lipstick should. But I do put a little bit just because I like my lips to feel kind of moisturized before I put on any lipstick. So I do put a little bit of it on, and then I put this on top, and it just looks beautiful. I do like to use it on its own, or sometimes I'll even go ahead and put on a clear gloss over it, and it just lasts a really long time, and I've just really been enjoying it. I definitely want to try more colors of this liquid lipstick line, but I'm loving this shade Lovesick. This month I have two palettes that I have really been loving. The very first one is the Lorac. This is the Nude Necessities palette, and this is what the palette looks like. It's a very light palette. I think this palette is perfect for doing that no makeup look, or for everyday makeup. Even if you work and you go to the office, or even for a job interview, this is a great palette to use for looks like that. During the day, I do not feel the urge at all to reach for darker colors. These are all very light, and it's a combination. They have some more shimmery shades, some more matte shades, and satin shades. So it has different shades, but all in all, the colors are pretty light, and I just love it. I use it every day. I don't reach for darker colors. Today I'm wearing it, and I do have a darker color on the outer corner. So if I do something for the evening, or if I want something more dramatic, I either won't use this palette, or if I do, I will pull darker shades from other palettes that I have. But all in all, it's a really beautiful palette, and I've really been enjoying it this past month. So that is why it is in my February favorites. Another palette that I have really been having a great time with is the Morphe. This is the 350 palette, and this is what it looks like. It is a huge palette. I don't love the packaging, but maybe that's why it's a great price, because they don't have to spend so much money on packaging, and they just have amazing eyeshadows inside of it. Now this palette you can do dramatic looks with. You can do anything with this palette. It does have very dark looks. It has very orangey shades, and it's just really nice. And the color payoff of some of these shades, it is just amazing, and I can't believe it cost what it cost, but it is just such a good price. And now I kind of understand the hype of this palette. It just has amazing color payoff in the shades, and I just have really been enjoying it. So the Morphe palette 350, just a beautiful palette. And the last product for my February favorites is this Becca. This is the Under Eye Brightening Corrector, and this is what it looks like. I was very skeptical when I bought this product. I really wanted to try it, but I was almost sure that I was gonna end up returning it just because it was such a light color, and it did look like it really brightened a lot, but I thought maybe it brightened a little too much, but I was wrong. It brightens great, and it does cover up. I like to use it. First, I apply a little bit of eye cream, then I apply the brightening corrector, and then over that I'll apply my nude colored concealer. Lately I have pretty much just been using it with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, or with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer that I just showed you guys. And I do notice the difference that it does brighten up the under eye area. I was kind of scared that it would kind of brighten it, but at the same time just like make my under eye circles just kind of like appear more, just because I was scared that it wouldn't correct them, but it does correct. So I was really excited about this one, and I'm so happy that the product worked. I recently just bought this other one, which is not a favorite yet, but so far I have been liking it and it's working. I got the peach one. This is the Becca Targeted Color Corrector. The print is so small I couldn't even see it. But this is the peach color. So I'm testing this one out because it's very peach, and it's actually working pretty well. So I need to keep on using it, and I'll let you guys know if I love it or not. But for February, this is definitely a favorite one. It is a great brightening corrector, and that's exactly what it does. It brightens and it corrects. So that is pretty much it. I really hope that you guys enjoyed my February favorites, and that you try some of these amazing products out. And as always, I just want to say thank you so much for watching BLoungeMakeup. Bye!